Okay, so here we have our generator shore power switch, which will change the 110 volt power for your shore power outlet and also your lighting in here. You'll notice the lights are on and the generator is not running. We are plugged in. We have the backside of an extension cord plugged in there and then plugged into an outlet here in the shop. So we are able to run our lights. The regular light switch here works. And then this selector switch right here, we're running off of shore power right now. In the upper position, it'll be running off of the generator. So once you fire up the generator, you'll have to have this in the up position for your lights and your 110 volt outlets to work. So we'll leave that in the shore power position so we can see. We're going to go through startup of the generator. On the back side of the generator right here, you'll see a main disconnect switch. We want to make sure that's off at all times. Basically, we shut it off before we kill the power to the generator, and then it'll be off before you start it. Once the generator started, then you can flip that back on and then we have power. As far as the compressor goes, we want to make sure that we shut the compressor off. I'm losing focus here. We want to make sure we shut the compressor off before we shut the generator off. And down here you see we have this is our on button. Once we have power, we're going to hit that on button, the compressor will fire up. When we're ready to shut down at the end of the day, we hit the off button right here. You never want to press the E-stop unless there is an emergency. You don't want to use that for a shutdown. If somebody accidentally bumps the E-stop, you need to twist that to release the power, and then the reset button for the E-stop is here. If E-stop's pressed and you take the E-stop back off, it will not start up again until you hit the reset button. So I'm going to go ahead and fire this. We'll fire up the generator. Our breaker is off, so we don't have any power there. When we start the generator, we're gonna hold down this push button like it says right here on the side, and what that's doing is you don't have any oil pressure when you first start it, so that bypasses your oil pressure switch. You need to hold that down for about 3 or 4 seconds until oil pressure is built, and then you can let go of that button. So I'll fire the generator up. After that, you're not going to be able to hear, but I'll run through the sequence. I'll hit the breaker on the back side. I'll go over. I will push the start button on the compressor, fire it up. We'll let it run for a few seconds. I will shut it off, then shut main power off on the generator and shut the generator back off.